Hi, I'm Bunny Cakes and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the A to Z book tag. The original was actually posted on a book blog by Jamie at the Perpetual Page Turner. So the questions start out, the author you've read the most books from. Um, I feel like the answer to that is Stephen King, but I can't swear to it. The best sequel ever. I'm going to have to go with A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas. It's actually a sequel to a sequel, but that. Um, I'm currently reading The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. It's a really good book. A drink of choice while reading. Typically, I would say soda, but given that I'm getting ready to have a surgery that means I won't be able to have soda anymore, I'm going to go with tea. E-reader or physical book, I'll go either way. A fictional character you probably would have dated in high school. Probably Reese from the Court of Thorns and Roses series. Glad you gave this book a chance. I'm going to go with The Pecan Man by Cassie Dandridge Selleck. It wasn't a book that I probably naturally would have gravitated towards, but I saw Peter Mon do a review on it, and it sounded really, really good, and I'm so glad I read that book. Hidden Gem book. I think I'm also going to go with The Pecan Man by Cassie Dandridge Selleck for that one, because not very many people talk about it, but it's an amazing book. I think also I would add The Book Jumper by Matilda Glasser. That is an amazing book, and I've only seen one or two reviews other than my own on YouTube about it. Important moment in your reading life. I would have to say the moment that I picked up my first grown-up book, my first book that wasn't primarily pictures. It was The Egypt Game, and that's what really got me into reading, like real true reading. I just finished The Book Jumper by Matilda Glasser. And by just finished, I mean I've been reading The Hate You Give for almost a month because I'm kind of in a reading slump as much as I love that story. I think I've also got a little bit of a book hangover from The Book Jumper. Kinds of books you won't read. There's not a lot that I won't read. There are books that I typically don't gravitate towards as much, and I guess those would be like religious books or some types of self-help books, but for the most part, I'll read just about everything. The longest book you've read, it's probably The Stand by Stephen King. Yeah, I think that's the longest one I've ever read. Major book hangover because of I've had that happen with several books. I think that's definitely going to happen to me with The Hate You Give when I finally finish it. I had it with The Book Jumper. I majorly had it with the Court of Thorns and Roses series. So yeah, let's see. Number of bookcases you own. Well, 2, but I probably should own 5 or 6. So many books not on shelves or appropriately shelved. One book you have read multiple times. I read The Shining a couple of times. I don't reread books often. My preferred place to read, probably in bed or in a nice, shady, quiet spot outside. Quote that inspires you or gives you all the feels from a book. Oh God, there are so many I can't really narrow that down at the moment. Reading regret. 50 Shades of Grey, that whole series. I could do without having ever read that. Um, a series you started and need to finish. All the books are out in the series. The Dark Tower series by Stephen King. I am just over halfway through with that book series, and I really, really want to finish it. The books are amazing. I've heard mixed reviews on the movie. Mostly not good reviews on the movie. I haven't watched it yet. I'm waiting to finish the series. Um, let's see. Three of your all-time favorite books, or on Unapologetic Fangirl for. All-time favorite books. Flowers for Algernon. The Egypt Game. And I'm going to go with the Book Jumper. Um, let's see. Very excited for this release more than all the others. Children of Blood and Bone. I'm really, really excited for that release, and I cannot wait to get my paws on that book. Excuse me. Worst bookish habit. I don't really have any bad book habits. So possibly checking out more books from the library than I could read in the time that I have to check them out. X marks the spot. Start at the top left of your bookshelf and pick the 27th book. I'm obviously not going to do that right now, but I will tell you that it is Gone Girl. I counted earlier. Your latest book purchase. My latest book purchase is We Are the Ants by Sean David Hutchinson. I think that's who wrote that book. Yeah, anyway, it was We Are the Ants. I know the title of the book. Z Snatcher book. The last book that kept you up way too late. Probably A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas. I read that book on an almost constant basis over the course of like 2 days. Sorry, I've got a tickle in my throat. So that's the last question, and I'm not going to tag anybody in this. I'm leaving it open for anybody who watches my video to do it who hasn't done it. And I'm going to go find a way to clear this tickle in my throat. So thank you for watching, and keep reading.